Now, about 80 students of Bethel Baptist College in Kaduna's Nigeria Northwest are still in custody of kidnappers a whole week after 21 of their schoolmates regained their freedom. It's the latest installment of a long-running saga that has more often than not become the story of Kaduna State under the governorship of Nasir El-Rufai, a governor who continues to voice his opposition against any form of rapprochement with the marauding bandits. Observers say the relentless terrorist attacks against educational institutions in Kaduna particularly, among other challenges, have disrupted the ecosystem of the state's economy and its social life. Well, joining us now to speak on the challenges of insecurity in the state and what the El-Rufai administration is doing to redress the situation in Kaduna State is the Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Aruwan. Good to have you join us on Newsday.
Good afternoon.
Okay, good afternoon. Yes. Now, a lot of times people put out the fact that the governor of Kaduna State, Nasir El-Rufai, has made his stance very clear and consistent. He's not negotiating with terrorists. But the question would then be, if you are not using the carrot, how are you utilizing the stick? What's your strategy?
Well, as I speak to you, the military operation against the bandit is in progress. And it may also interest you to know that the military and Kaduna State government, alongside with other security agencies, have been working hand in hand in taking the battle to enclaves of the bandit. But it may interest you to know that this is not a problem that is hibernating in Kaduna State alone. It's a problem that is happening in and around our neighboring state. So by the time you achieve a certain mileage against the bandit, possibility is there that they move to another direction. And the issue that what is happening in the state is largely because the government of Kaduna State refused to negotiate with the bandit is not correct. Because if you look at what is happening in other states that have equally sat or tried to have a common middle ground with the bandit, nothing has changed. So as far as we are concerned, this is our position. And on the other side, like I explained to you, the military, the police, and other security agencies are carrying out an aggressive operation against the bandits.
All right, Samuel, in the front page of this day, today being the 5th of August, there is a headline that says, by the federal government, how ransom payment to bandits is escalating insecurity, says the rescue effort on the way for kidnapped students. Now, talk to us. For those parents out there who feel that the state government, the federal government are too slow in rescuing these students, and they are probably pressed to the wall to pay ransom to these bandits, what do you have to say to them?
Well, what I want you to know is this. Ransom payment is one of the many sources that bandits get fund. Apart from ransom, it may also interest you to know that this bandit also generate revenue from cattle rustling and a combined criminal act that they carried out on their target. Now, to come back to your question about federal government's position that paying ransom will give the bandit a mileage of acquiring more arms and become more and more sophisticated. It is true. Well, to come back to the second leg of your question, if you are in the position of the parent, definitely you will have to react in the way that the parents are reacting, because no matter what you do, in as much as kidnapped students or pupils are not out of captivity, there is no way that you can satisfy their parents. Now, when you say that government is very slow in rescue, yes, I quite agree with you, because at times, parents who are negotiating with bandits will even keep government and security agencies at bay, because bandits usually give them a condition that they should not in any way inform government or security agencies of their bargain, so to say. But again, why we also have, why we are also slow is the fact that you also have to consider the issue of collateral damage. You know, these are some of the factors. But again, I want to assure you that the military and other security agencies are making inroads. But like you know, in Nigeria, good news doesn't sell. What usually sell is the bad news. Early hours of today, in one of the ongoing operation, military were able to rescue about 7 kidnapped citizens in a location that I will not be able to mention here. So for one successful attack that we do experience, I am telling you there are multiple that are being averted as a result of commitment being expended by our troops and government. But like I explained to you, it is the bad news, it is the negative that people so much dwell on. But we are making inroad, and by the special grace of God, with what we are seeing, this will be history someday.
Okay, Commissioner, it's good that you're here to communicate this to me, but a common, you say, message we get from some of the victims of these kidnappings, the parents, is that the Kaduna State administration is slow to even reach out to them. You say that they put some distance between themselves and you, but this might be because they perceive that distance in the first place and nature abhors a vacuum. For instance, recently we saw Shehu Sani attend a funeral. Where is the Kaduna State in terms of outreach to the victims of these abductions such that they can collaborate with you going forward? Briefly.
Well, I can tell you, you are not informed of what is happening in Kaduna State. There is no any vacuum. Let's look at what happened at Bethel Baptist High School last month. Immediately, we get a distress call from the institution. We deploy troops there, and we lost 2 men there. So what are we talking about? And you see, what you are witnessing in Kaduna by some political actors is not a deep commitment, is not a genuine empathy or compassion of our situation. It is a politicized compassion that is being carried out in order to get a certain political mileage. But I want to assure you that our Kaduna State government is indeed communicating with our people that are involved. Once we are communicating, we don't need to come out to play to gallery. We don't need to do something that will undermine what we are doing. We can't communicate because we want to play to gallery, and at the end of the day, we undermine and put the lives of those in captivity in danger. We don't do that, and I want to assure you that there is no any vacuum. We are communicating, and where you experience that we are not talking, it is still part of the process of trying to ensure that we protect life and property.
Thank you, Samuel Aruwan, the Kaduna State Commissioner. Thank you very much for being on News Network.